Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Guiding Voice podcast series. The Guiding Voice for a Better Future. This is Naveen, and I am with my co host Sudhakar. Dear listeners, in this episode, we planned for a sneak peek into the journey of a startup founder. To talk about his exciting journey, we are here with a wonderful guest, Vikram. Hi, Vikram. Welcome to our podcast series, and we are really excited about this discussion.
Hi, Naveen and Sudhakar. Thanks for inviting me to your podcast.
Hi, Vikram. Welcome to our podcast series, and we are excited about this discussion. So, listeners, Vikram Edavelli is one of the co founders of Hatch and Mark Company. He is the managing director and chief product officer of Minify, the flagship product incubated from Hatch and Mark. Vikram is also a certified career development facilitator with Deya Career Mentors. A computer science engineer by qualification, Vikram has also done his executive MBA in global business management from IIM Calcutta. Started his journey as a software engineer with General Electric, then served as technical analyst at Oracle, to later join as a senior technical member at ADP and scaled up till senior consultant before starting his own venture.
Vikram also has a solid background in Siebel and other CRM and IT domains. During his career, he played various roles in system design, architecture, enterprise integrations, application upgrades, digital transformation, and solution architecture. He is also a Six Sigma Green Belt and ITIL V3 certified. He kept his learning curve going and followed his passion towards management, career options, and now he started his own venture. Let us hear it from him about his exciting journey. Thank you, Vikram, for joining us today, and we really appreciate your valuable time. Can we get started?
Yeah, Naveen and Sudhakar, thanks for inviting me as a guest of honor on your novel initiative to help guide students and fellow professionals who need proper guidance at the right time so that they can know the path to learn or build their skills, accomplish their goal, be it personal or professional. It's my honor and privilege to be part of this Guiding Voice podcast series. You know that this is my first interview after I started my entrepreneurial journey, and I'm very nervous about it. Let's begin and see how it goes.
Vikram, as you are aware, we also started this series recently, and we are equally nervous and excited to have you. So let us jump into this together then. Okay, so Vikram, starting from your Siebel CRM journey to establishing a company on your own, when you look back, how does it feel?
Well, Sudhakar, frankly, when I joined GE as a fresher, I knew very few things. In fact, I would say I knew nothing. I feel my career stint with GE gave me a broader picture about an enterprise, a company, getting exposed to processes and its importance, taught me how to think to accomplish a task. Probably my natural leadership calling strengthened there, and unknowingly I started acquiring all the required knowledge while I was playing my roles at my capacity in various organizations I worked with. You know, one of the leaders in GE was addressing a group of freshers who joined GE in that year. And he said, if you're aspiring to become a top leader, then start thinking about it from now so that you will become one in 15 to 20 years from now. No, it really struck me strongly, and I started observing and discovering what I am aspiring for, what skills are needed, and I kept on improving on required skills and my wisdom. It feels great when you accomplish your goal. So I'm feeling proud of myself, and I say everyone should be proud of accomplishing their goals.
And I really liked the way you said that it all started when you got into this first time into the career path itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a great career path. What made you, Vikram, to think of setting up something on your own? I'm sure our listeners would love to take a clue or two from your wonderful journey.
Yeah, as I said, in the process of discovering my aspirations, I felt I should be starting my own venture, and I was waiting for the time. Good team before even start my own venture. I wanted to settle down with my personal engagements. And in 2018 October, me and my colleague Krishna Prauluri, with whom I traveled for 7 years in my previous engagement, we decided to start our own venture. We think alike, and we wanted to do this from long time. So we had some ideas in our mind, and it is really important to have great team who complements each other with various skills for a successful entrepreneur journey. And me and Krishna objectives were the same, but skills were different. Since we had multiple ideas, we started Hatch and Mark, a private incubator where we can produce products, ventures, and do strategic partnerships in future. So we choose Minify, an O2O social commerce platform, to be the first product from Hatchermark. Started doing our research work, and once we got confidence about our idea, we finalized to pursue the product. And we left our jobs, formed a team, started building it. So we launched it as a subsidiary venture of Hatchermark with 4 co-founders on February 20, and we feel it's the need of the hour for everyone in the nation.
Hey, Vikram, you mentioned about social commerce and O2O, online to offline. So, although this O2O concept was created a while ago, I think it started gaining momentum of late. Can you please throw some light on how you got attracted to this concept?
Sure, Naveen. See, in fact, this Minify came from our personal experience. We are aiming at minimizing the buying and selling efforts of both buyer and seller. So, since this came from our personal experience, we thought when we understood this was a real problem for everyone in a day to day, everyone has to go through this problem. Every buyer would go and visit multiple stores, one, to find the seller has the product available with them or not, or else what are the prices and offers each one of them are offering. But this is a tedious process, right? One has to put a lot of efforts in visiting multiple stores just to identify who is good, who is going best prices, best offers, or sometimes you will not know who the seller is, and we have to visit many sellers just to find who has this product with them. So sometimes one has to wait for a weekend to do this process. So when we realized this was so huge, whoever does offline shopping, this is a pain point for everyone. So we researched and we wanted to find if there is any existing solution for this. And we found there were none which were exactly providing the solution which we were looking at. So we decided to launch it by ourselves. So through Minify, in the O2O model, a buyer can create an order online with the product needs, what is that they are looking at, or upload a picture in the order, and wait for all the sellers who are registered in the platform in a location or in a neighborhood location, and receive these codes and see the compiled version of all the information, which seller is giving a best price, and in the online you have identified the best seller. Now you go to offline, visit their store, because in India touch and feel experience is important, and validation of the product and authenticate the seller, it is really important for everyone. So offline you are doing that, and you are cutting down all your efforts in visiting multiple stores, and you are simply going to one store and closing the purchase. So this way a buyer as well as seller are cutting down their efforts and minimizing their efforts. That's why we named it as Minify. And in order to make it more interesting, we added social commerce to it, where, see, a lot of times what happens, a product need, it's not just for you or me at a time, right? There might be multiple people in an area who might need the same product at the same time.
Mhm.
So then we understood, when we got the idea that what about if they can form a group?
Mhm.
It will be a great opportunity for both of them, even for the group of buyers, and at the same time it will be a good opportunity for a seller also to sell their products in a bulk quantity, wherein they can attract more sales, and at the same time that discount which they can get in the group is translated to individual. So that's how this whole concept got created, and we could successfully launch this product in February.
Perfect. So it's quite interesting, Vikram. In fact, it reminded me about my TV buying experience a while ago.
Yeah.
I have visited almost every major store to find the right product, and I've spent more than 2 to 3 days for finalizing and buying the product. And you also mentioned about this group buying again, which is very interesting.
Yes.
Probably friends can look for buying certain items in bulk so that they can get a better bargain. And at the same time, some residential welfare associations or the gated communities or apartment folks can also think of forming a team or group so that they can get a better price. Very interesting concept, and all the best on this model. Thanks for sharing those insights, Vikram.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Vikram, it seems like Minify is one of its kind from app perspective because it takes care of online to offline experience. It gives you the opportunity to have bulk purchase and get the best of the deals. And to top it all, you don't need to miss out the important touch and feel aspect. So, in addition to Minify, did you ever see any other app in the market that is more closer to Minify?
Well, Sudhakar, yes, even prior to starting building this app, we searched for something similar which is already existing or not. As I said, we couldn't find the exact model which was solving the problem. There are apps which are similar to this, but they are in bits and pieces, sharing static informations about sellers and buyers. But it was not solving the dynamism of the thing which we brought into the app. And as you said, yes, this is the first of its kind in the whole world. With the combination of social commerce and online to offline, makes it a world's first app on this. In India, 80% happens offline shopping, and in that 80%, again 80% are mom and pop stores who are unbranded stores who cannot leverage these existing marketplace platforms because they need to do some management of portal, which is a tedious process for these guys. That's why if you go and ask any seller or retailer and ask them why are you not on famous existing portals, they will give you the same answer which we got from them while we were researching. So we, in order to make it simple and easier for them, we made this Minify, which is a minimized app where they need not do any product catalog uploading process, which simply has to respond to a order with quote with their price and offers, and buyers would walk into their stores and check the product with them, validate the seller. If they like it, they will purchase it, or else they will move on to next seller.
That definitely simplifies the whole process, whole life cycle of this buying experience, customer standpoint. Excellent. Vikram, let us switch topics. You are a certified career development facilitator with DEA. So, with your engagements with students and young professionals, can you please share a little bit of your experiences there?
Sure, Sudhakar. As far as mentoring is concerned, see, if it comes naturally to you, I would say everybody should try it and do it at their capacity. It can be personal level or it can be professional level. It gives a lot of pleasure and sense of accomplishment, right? That's the inner satisfaction one will get when you do mentor. When this is what happens when you do to your kids, you help them, tell them that no, this is not the way because you have already experienced it and you have learned it by yourself or somebody else told you to do that. This is the same pleasure one would get in doing this. Say, as I said in the beginning, when I started my career, I felt I knew nothing. So many questions were raised. What am I good at? What are my aspirations? Why couldn't I learn these in college? Am I an accidental engineer? Etc. So there are so many questions I was getting. Probably I didn't have the right mentor then. I was lucky enough to work under good leaders and colleagues who taught me required skills and gave me the knowledge and wisdom, which helped me in discovering myself. Yes, mentoring creates difference whether it is a personal or at professional level. First of all, I should congratulate you both on this occasion for starting such a great platform, The Guiding Voice, where you can create difference in many lives, guide them with the right knowledge and wisdom so that they can pursue their aspirations.
Hey, thank you, Vikram. Thank you for the best wishes. Vikram, of late, the startup trend has seen a slowdown due to this COVID-19 situation. How are you guys planning to face the challenge?
Yes, Naveen, COVID-19 has created havoc in economies across the globe. Things are problematic for many, but it created a positive need for the product. If you observe, Minify is in need of the hour. It cuts down your outside spending time drastically. For a seller also, they can cut down with floating inquiries who visit their shops just to find prices and offers, or if the product is available or not. This has become one of the most useful apps in the country as it serves everyone's shopping needs.
In these unprecedented times of COVID, did you see the uptick on the usage of your app?
Well, we are waiting for the lockdown to go away so that people start using this app and we will promote it to the people, minimize their efforts, and how can leverage this platform to make their selling and buying efforts simplify.
Excellent. I think we all are looking forward to the day when the lockdown completely goes away and we will come back to our normalcy. Hey, Vikram, what is your advice to those who got these startup or business ideas? How and where should they start?
Well, it might be too early for me to give advice on this, but I can share out of my experiences. Well, I would say one should not start a venture just because they have an idea. So we should. I strongly feel that one should have guts to start a venture. One has to undergo a lot of emotional rides in the journey until you see the success. If you feel you have the patience, you have the guts to take firm decisions, you have great complementing team, and you have right wisdom, and then you have a solution for a genuine real life problem, then go and start it, and you will sure accomplish it.
Great. So, camaraderie, right wisdom, and solution for a real life problem. Thank you for that, Vikram. I'm sure our listeners would make a note of this.
Yeah.
At this junction, Vikram, what is your definition and secret to success?
Well, with Minify, I'm yet to taste it, but I think success has many definitions. First of all, you should identify what is the definition of success for yourself. Inculcate clarity of thoughts and achieve that wisdom. Then one can taste that success easily. So, answer to your question would be my wisdom and my clarity in my thinking is what is making me to be successful in my day-to-day activities or in my life.
That is cool. Clarity and wisdom in the thinking.
And Vikram, I loved that statement. What is the definition of success for you? Because success means different for different people. For example, somebody might feel successful if they earn or make a lot of money. Somebody might see success in mentoring or coaching people.
Exactly.
Somebody might see success in growing up in their career.
Yes.
Very wonderful statement.
Some feel successful in giving away.
That's right. Like something like giving back to the society.
Yes, the way you are doing.
Maybe participating in CSR activities. Thank you. I'm glad you mentioned about it. So, what is one book that has changed your life or overall thought process, Vikram?
Well, Naveen, I am not an avid reader of books, but I acquire knowledge from the environment I live in. So I observe people, incidents, events, opportunities, and lives to improve my thought process and wisdom. But I would say for sure, my career stint with GE has created a major difference in my thinking process. It may be due to various programs I got exposed to, or I was growing and maturing with that age. My foundation was created with which I built upon it from my various engagements. After completing my executive program from IIM Calcutta, I feel a lot confident as I got confirmations for a lot of confusions which I had in my mind and great learnings in the world of business.
That's great, Vikram. In fact, learning from experiences, learning from people, and always being observant of the surroundings, I'm sure it will change our perspectives. And if we can pick one or two good things, that will change the way we think. Thank you for the insights.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much, Vikram, for accepting our invitation in such a short notice from your busy schedule. It was indeed a great conversation, with various aspects that we touched upon on this startup. And Minify for sure is one of its kind. And we look forward to having you again with us at the Guiding Voice podcast with some new product that you are going to launch. So, dear listeners, to know more about our speaker and the content, visit or follow us on social media or feel free to email us and we will be happy to share further details with you.
Yeah, thank you, Sudhakar and Naveen, for inviting me. I am glad to be part of this great initiative, and I wish you guys a great success and whatever possible thing I can do from my side, I am really there to be with you guys in mentoring various people.
Thank you, Vikram. That's so kind of you.
Absolutely, Vikram. Thank you for extending your helping hand, and we will surely reach out to you if the need be.
Yeah, thank you. Pleasure is mine.
Thanks again. All right. So, dear listeners, this brings us to the trivia segment of this episode. And today's trivia is related to another Apple product, so which is nothing but iTunes. So, when signing up to iTunes, if you accept their terms and conditions, you agree to not use it to make nuclear weapons. Interesting, isn't it? Terms and conditions are always in fine print, and we overlook what's written in them in the hurry of signing up. So, in case if we pay attention, we will come across this kind of interesting things. So, let us be careful before signing up on any site and start reading the terms and conditions carefully. Thank you.
But listeners, you can actually search for us on iTunes and you can accept and agree that you will not make nuclear weapons using the podcast series that we uploaded recently onto iTunes.
Sure. Interesting points, Sudhakar. All right. So, folks, again, if you'd like to share any trivias, feel free to share them through email. And our email address is theguidingvoice, number 4, letter U, @gmail.com. Or you can SMS us on India number 9494587187. We will not only share the best trivias in future episodes, but we will also announce your names. So hurry up and start sharing the interesting trivias. Again, we are open for suggestions on any topics that you would like to hear from us through email. And our email address is theguidingvoice, number 4, letter U, @gmail.com. I repeat, the email address is theguidingvoice, number 4, letter U, @gmail.com. You may also WhatsApp us on India number 9494587187. Please follow us on social media and help us expand our community. And also you can stay tuned about future episodes. There is more in store. Until next time, have a wonderful time. Take care.